How you doing? I'm Mike. I wanted to make a video here to show off and demonstrate one of my new baitfish traps that I'll be building and selling on my site. As far as the name goes on this trap, we don't really have one yet. I'm just going to call it the Guide Special, as this design was shown to me by my uncle-in-law, who is a local fishing guide here in Texas on Toledo and Sam Rayburn. As far as the construction of the trap goes, I wanted you to zoom in here for a second. If you look at the mesh, it's made out of the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch mesh that the other traps, the 4-leaf clover ones that I make, it's the same mesh that I use there. As far as the size, it's roughly the same size as the clover. It's 24 inches up the side this way, 24 across the top. The width is also roughly the same. It's around 11.5 to 12 inches in width across the top this way. A couple of noticeable differences between this and the clover trap is that, number one, there's only two bends in the mesh here. But each bend, instead of having one opening where the fish get in, each bend is going to have two. So every side on both the bends that you see, there's going to be one entrance to the inside of the trap here, and then one entrance to the inside of the trap here. So that leaves a total of 4 places the fish can get in, and you'll notice how those bends are off-centered there. So they're a little bit offset. The fish aren't going to be able to swim in and out of that trap easily. Another noticeable difference between this and the clover is that there's no bait compartment. That's done intentionally. You can throw bread in there if you want. I've heard of people using styrofoam. Sometimes people will even do some spraying foam in this trap. I've heard all of those work great. Typically I'll just throw some bread or throw some dog food in there and just go on with that. There's only one door I put on this trap, and let me see if I can find it here. I put it on this bottom end right here. And so when the fish get in, you just open up the door like so and pour the fish out. So it's a it's a really simple design for a trap. But my uncle-in-law, who's made a living guiding on Toledo and Rayburn, as I said earlier, he swears by this trap. He actually found this design in a river somewhere about, I don't know how many years ago he said, but he's been using it ever since. So he swears this outfishes the clover leaf 3 to 1, and I guess we're going to put it to the test here in a little while and see if that's true. But I do know it works. I don't know if it outfishes 3 to 1 on that clover. I'm pretty partial to that one, but I definitely know this trap works. He's made a living using it. He actually guides trot lining and catfishing, so getting live bait or getting perch and brim, those are the best bait you can get in the lake for those type of fish. And so it's very important for him, and this is the only trap he uses. So like I said, we're going to put it to the test, and that'll all be on this video. And feel free to tell us what you think about it. Thanks for watching. Okay, welcome back. We're here at this pond. We came out here to throw this new trap in here. On the first part of the video, you will be able to see that we describe the trap and how it works. And then we wanted to come out here and throw it in there and see what we could catch in just a couple hours. So I think we put the trap in about 10 minutes till 4, and you can see on my watch now it is 6:10 p.m. so it's been there a little over 2 hours. We're gonna see what we got. I'm gonna let him hold the camera here and see what we can find.
This away?
Yeah, just keep it upright now. Good mount. Oh, stepped in it. See, we got plenty of bait here. Plenty of bait. I don't know if you can get in on close on that camera. Get down there to it. There's probably, I don't even know. We're gonna have to go home and count them up. But there's a bunch of perch in here. Plenty of them. Can you see that good on that camera?
Yeah.
You have to bear with us. This is a cell phone camera, so if you can't see it very well, what we'll do here is we'll go home and count them all up, put them in a bucket, and then from there, give you a total on it. But the trap works good. Like I said, it was only there for a couple of hours, and I don't know, I couldn't even count how many we got. So we'll get back with it here in a little bit.
Good picture of them in there.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see them pretty good on there. Yeah, there's plenty of fish in there. So we'll count them all up here in a minute and get back on the camera. Yeah. A bunch of them. Golly. Alright, so you can't see it for all that bread, but like I said, we'll count them up in a minute and see what we got. Alright. That's it, huh? Okay, so welcome back. We got home here, we counted up everything, and we counted up to have a total of 148 perch. Now you're going to notice some of these are fairly small and some of them are good size, but for the most part that pond we were using just has small perch. If you use this in a lake or a different pond, then you might catch larger perch. But one thing I wanted to point out, I get a lot of questions and say, well, how small can the fish be in there? Will it be able to get out in that 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch mesh? I want you to look at this little one right here. There's a few of them in here like this. This thing is probably, 1.5 inches long maybe. It's not very long at all. So little fish can get in there and they're stuck once they get in. Large fish can also get in. Those doors are 1 inch by 3 inches long. So, you can catch a good variety of fish. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our video. And you can look at the website and the links at the end of the video for more information on these traps. If you have any questions or comments, please email me at mike@realtexasoutdoors.com. That will also be on the last part of the video. That email address will be. Again, thanks for watching.